Hello everybody, this is the Brandon Ivey Show. Once again, we're back with the Brandon Ivey Show tip of the day, and the tip is focus for the new year. What do I mean by that? Well, we are now here in January 2013. Chances are you're probably already part of a business. 9 times out of 10, you might be a part of 2 or 3 or 4 businesses. The tip of the day is focus. Focus, 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 freaking focus. Why? Well, this is the time of year where new businesses get started more than any other time. And this year, we're probably going to have more new startups getting started than ever in history. January 2013. And a lot of you out there may not be satisfied with how 2012 ended. You may not have been able to meet some of your goals in your business. In fact, it might have been a downright disaster for you. Nothing went right. And you just did your New Year's resolution and you're like, I need a change. And that's logical. However, some of you think that the change is maybe a change of scenery. Maybe you think the grass is greener somewhere else. Somebody gave you a call about a brand new, fantastic business that's getting started. You have a chance to be a founder. You have a chance to be one of the first ones in, because isn't that what they say? The people who make the most money are the ones who got started first, even though that's false. That's one of the most common things people think. And you figure, in the new year, I have a chance to start over, and I have a chance to be at the beginning of something new and great. And you go ahead and join. Maybe not 1, maybe 2 or 3. You take the shotgun approach and figure, well, if I join 4, I'll just see which one works, and that's the one I'll focus on. I guarantee you're already going to fail. Guarantee it. There's only a few types of people that have success. And I mean great success in startup companies. There's only a few. And I'm going to give you the definition of these few people based on historical fact. And you decide if you are one of these type of people. Number 1, the people who starting the startup itself. The people who starting the startup. So is that you? If that is you, great. You are in a great position. And number 2, heavy hitters who already exert a lot of influence over a lot of people. Meaning that if they do something, thousands of people will do exactly what they do. Those are the only 2 types of people that ever have great success at the beginning of a startup business. Everybody else are like pieces on a chessboard. You're pawns. And the reason why the pawns never make it is because most of them don't have the skills necessary on how to build a business in the first place. They're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or scam. They're not willing to learn the skills necessary on how to build a business in the long term. They're looking for something to fix the immediate issues in their lives that their previous company they felt couldn't do because, again, they didn't learn the skills necessary to build a business. I always got to come back to that. They end up getting the same exact results in the new company as they did in the old company, and even worse, because again, they didn't learn the skills necessary and they have to start all over. Meaning they lose credibility because they're jumping all over the place. And it's also worse because it's a brand new company, which means for every new company, you're gonna have new startup company problems. 99% of them don't even make it past their first 6 months. So the ones that don't make it, everybody loses. The ones that do make it, most people that got started early quit anyway. The only people still around are the people who started the company and the top heavy hitter gurus who know how to build a business and already have influence over a lot of people. Because if everybody in their downline quits, they always can start over again. And what happened to you 6 months later? If you made it that far, you're on to the next. And then you're on to the next. And then you're on to the next. And then you're on to the next. I mean, I sit back and I just laugh. I don't say anything. But I watch Facebook. And I watch people. And one moment, they're hyped about this. And then next week, they're hyped about something else. And then the next week, they're hyped about something else brand new. And then when I ask, well, what happened to the original one? There's 1,000,001 excuses and issues and problems why they couldn't build the first one. And it always is somebody else's fault. My downline quit. My upline wasn't supporting me. It's cost too much money. The corporate isn't answering my phone calls. I don't like the customer service. I don't like the owner of the company. There is always an excuse. I'd be shocked to find one of those same people that say, you know, I just didn't make it happen. There it is, all right? I couldn't make it happen. I was that person. It took me 8 years to stop lying to myself and look in the mirror and say, you know what, Brandon, you are the problem. You're the problem. You have no focus and you blame everybody else for your problems. You have an excuse for everything. When you can change your mindset, your results are going to change. And that's exactly what happened. Because this is the funny thing. I experienced the same things in life that everybody else does too. It's just, how do you choose to handle it? Cry, jump ship, point fingers everywhere else, lose focus. Because those same people that is in everything every other week, you have people like me who actually knows how to build a business watching you. And guess what? We would never join someone like you. Never. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, you're not a leader. Number two, you have no focus whatsoever. So if I join you and I start to build, and for whatever reason you get pissed off, something doesn't go your way, or a bright new shiny quarter is over somewhere else and you decide, I want to join that company. I don't want you to have access or any type of exposure to the people I'm bringing to the table, because that makes me look foolish. And it makes you look selfish. Because you are doing what you have to do for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're in business for yourself, but you're missing the last key ingredient, not by yourself. You have influence, or you have people watching what you do. And what you do also can affect other people's business. So it might be a good move for you on the short term, but you are killing yourself on the long term. So if you're looking out for yourself long term, you would never do these things, and you would maintain focus. Pick one. Pick something. I don't care what it is. But I challenge you, can you be in it for a year? Through good and bad? Can you be in it for a year? I look at the last 2 companies I was in, because one joker tried to say that I am a hopper. The last 2 companies I was in, I am committed and focused. and I was terminated from both. Not jump ship. I was terminated. And not legally. There's a difference. And that's for other reasons. And I learned from that. But can you be in a company for a year and give yourself time to learn it? I don't care what it is. Whatever it is you're doing right now, stay with it and just do it. No excuses. But you have to have focus, especially at this time of year where there's always going to be new skirt walking past your field of vision or view. You're tempted to look, you can look. But it's when you start to touch, you get yourself into trouble. You take your eye off the ball. Talk to baseball hitters, they never take their eye off the ball. Keep the main thing the main thing. 2013 is all about focus, commitment, changing your life from 2012. Thank you for listening. My name is Brandon Ivey. This is the Brandon Ivey Show. Remember, 2013, stay focused, and I will see you at the top. Bye-bye.